Hey everybody, this is called a quick and dirty Space Hulk board. What I did is I cut an 1.5 by 1.5 square, because that's what they play the game on, and I cut them out of this chunk of polystyrene. From this chunk of polystyrene, I cut these plates, and I can cut a lot more because I have a lot more plates, base plates over there. I've got some double-sized ones because they got some bigger rooms that connect and whatnot. I cut out some fancy shaped plates that I can cut just this thin to place down on my board. Once again, this is like how the shape originally started. That's how the shape ends up being. These end up being an example of some deck plate designs. So let me set this up here. Hopefully I can get a good downward angle. You can see what I'm doing. Okay. So now, I got my hot glue gun, not that hot glue gun, this hot glue gun, and I have it on high, which I don't need it on. All I did was take graph paper and draw up like these shapes and trimmed them out. Now, I'm going to take some of these plates and I'm going to glue them down. And I might cut out some more. Okay, this gives me a small deck plate. Now with these small deck plates, you may want to use the deck plates in such a manner that you use all the same ones in like a different room. So that's like the style floor, like quote unquote the lab, or you know, whatever, command center, blah 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 blah. But you just start building these deck plates together. And once again, don't get, jeez. I love these little spider webs that keep me from getting things done. Don't get caught up by, okay, this is just floors and whatnot. No, this can be walls. This can be, you know, if you want to do like the outside of it. You know, there's any number of ways you can go about doing this, guys. The main thing is get a theme, get a feel, and try and stick with that. Because if you know, that's what will give it a nice uniform board appearance. How much time are we at? 3 minutes already. Okay, here's a quick example of floor decks. And, you know, it could be anything, you know. It doesn't have to be a Space Marine, it doesn't have to be Tyranid or whatever. But these give you some really quick, nice detail work of what you can do. I'm gonna cut some other shapes out so you guys can see some other possible applications here. So once again, I apologize for how quick and short and dirty this really is. Here's kind of interesting. And you don't have to cut all of them. You can just cut a couple of them and see how they look. and I apologize for the noise. But here are some other possible styles. If you have protruding shapes, you're going to want to lock down the outsides of those, because those are going to just want to naturally lift up. Why? Because things are just difficult by nature. Don't ask me why, but anybody who's a modeler knows that's a fact. How am I doing on time? Okay, not too horrible. They're gonna just stick to me no matter what. Okay. Here's some other shapes. But once you set your height on here, try not to change it, just so that it stays uniform. Throw a couple of these out there. So yeah, last night was another 11.5-hour night, but I'm getting better about getting up, or shall I say the wife unit is getting better at getting me up. Yep, she's wonderbar. Moving on 7 minutes. So I know a lot of people have gone out and bought the sets, and there's really no reason that you guys can't expand on your boards. I mean, just because they've got game rules doesn't mean, you know, I rarely let rules get in the way of my fun. By that I mean, if I have an idea and the rules don't cover it, I just do what I want to do. And the best way to, if you're one of these people that are super interested in everything has to be super balanced, let the opponent decide. Show them the rules, and let them decide if, you know, who they want to play. You know, and then it's, you know, no big deal one way or the other. But here is some examples of a game board. I'll just throw down one more of these. So once again, remember your silhouette cutting and your thin slice cuts, and you'll be able to produce more floors than you will ever need. I mean, you could do a whole flippin' big board of this. So here you go. Like I said, it's kind of quick, kind of dirty, but there it is. Okay? And these can be arranged in so many different manners, it's not even funny. There's a million of these little spiderwebby things that are not going to let me have any control over this, but I'll try and give you guys an idea of a room. But there's like an example of like a hallway with some doorways and whatnot. Like I said, I still have tons and tons of floor pieces that I could lay out. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. Play around with it. Quick and dirty Space Hulk. I know a ton of you guys have the hot wire tools at this point. Just use your hot wire tool just like I used a bandsaw. Put something up on the butt end of it as your fence. That vertical thing's called a fence. So you've got a uniform height, and just start pushing them through. Okay? And that's all you got to do, guys. You know, use your imagination, have fun, and I hope that this inspires you guys to, you know, expand on your Space Hulk game. I mean, it's not a cheap set, so you might as well get the most that you can out of it. Take care, you guys. Love ya. Bye-bye.